welcome. Today we're talking about modern love, and the story we're discussing is by A Tender Romance. And to talk about it, I have with me Pratik, Kashmira, and Rushad. Hello and welcome.
Hi.
Thank you.
Hi, what is the kind of response that you've received from the glimpse that we've seen in the trailer?
We've received a lot of love, lots and lots of love.
Lots of modern love.
Yeah. People have loved it, and there are a lot of friends who told me that they are actually waiting for Modern Love Mumbai. So yes.
You know, it is a very touching story from what I can see, the glimpse I can see. And how was it working with Tanuja ji? You know, she is such an icon. First time I saw her, I was like, I know her. And I was like, oh my God, there's Tanuja ji. How cool is that?
She is brilliant. I mean, she lights up the screen like anything. And I guess her experience is what, you know, it is something that everybody would want to have. इतना experience वाला कोई actor आपके साथ है, और when you're sharing screen with somebody like Tanuja ji, so it's a pleasure.
Of course, you have fantastic screen presence, Pratik. And alongside you, we have Rushad, who we all love from Hip Hip Hooray, the original modern love teen romance. So, you know, we're so glad to see you on screen. Is that the kind of reaction you get all the time, Rushad?
Yes, mostly, and I just feel so grateful for that because after 23 years, if people are still calling you and want you to be a part of their projects, what more can you ask for? You know.
We have three of you stars here, but there's also a big star behind the scenes, that is Hansal Mehta,
Yes.
who held the entire show. So how did you all come on board? This, of course, scam. How you got on was a scam. We all know that. Scam artist.
So Hansal sir just called me that this is something that we are going to do, and it's going to be a part of Modern Love Mumbai. So a story that I am making, and we'll do it together. That is it. That's the only conversation that I had with him.
And you said yes.
Yes.
Immediately.
Obviously.
You leapt at the chance. Of course, what magic combination. And what about you, Kashmira? How did you get on board this prestigious project?
Thanks to Mukesh Chabra, I think his team called me and they're like, we're making something with Hansal sir. It's like, no questions asked after that, right? But it was very exciting just to be part of this story and just to be part of, you know, just to be working with such amazing people. And you just get to learn all the time when you work with such amazing people. So yeah.
Absolutely. And I'm looking forward to knowing what you have, more about your role in the film, because I know you play his sister.
Right.
I don't see any similarities there, firstly. Let me tell you that. But yeah, how was Pratik as a on-screen brother?
Super. And what an actor. I mean, there were times where Tanuja ji and Pratik were doing a scene and we were there in the scene. But just to watch them, you actually get like lost in that moment, you know. It was such a beautiful scene. You'll know when you watch the film what I'm talking about. But being in that moment with them, it was just amazing. And Pratik is just I think he's a very instinctive actor, which is amazing to watch and learn. Am I right? I am.
Of course, I feel like you emanate honesty in your performance, for
Absolutely.
sure.
Genuineness, I think that's the word.
Yeah, a lot of genuine. And I feel the same about you too, Rushad. Very sincere actor. So two sincere actors coming together. That must be a beautiful kind of romance on screen, for sure.
Yes, and in fact, our very first scene was, you know, when we were shooting in Goa together. And, you know, the kind of director Hansal sir is, he doesn't tell the actors a lot. He just tells you the mood and he kind of goes with the flow, even the movement and everything, even the camera work happens according to how the actors want to perform.
Absolutely.
And talking of Pratik, obviously I was in awe of him from the time I saw Scam, and I just so wanted to work with him, and Hansal sir has been on my wish list ever since, you know, I have known of his work. And I think what was amazing working with Pratik was that, you know, we had a scene wherein we have to hug. And I think that hug came so naturally. Hansal sir didn't tell us, it was just effortless. And I think when you kind of have similar kind of energies performing with you, it just makes it a whole lot easier. And whereas Kashmira is concerned, we've done a film together called Rangoon.
Oh, Rangoon,
Yeah.
of course.
Vishal sir.
Yeah, Vishal sir.
And he played my brother-in-law there.
Oh, very
I'm
apt.
playing everyone's brother-in-law.
Brother-in-law.
Very
And in this,
apt.
he's
Very
playing my
apt.
brother-in-law.
Here I
Yeah.
play his
Oh, very apt. Yeah, amazing. All right. I didn't know that. I didn't know you were playing his brother. So he's your husband in this.
Yes.
In this, he's my
Yes.
husband.
Oh, okay, that's quite a growth. Brother-in-law to husband.
To husband.
Wow, all right. So we are missing your partner in crime then. In crime, literally.
Oh, yes.
No,
okay.
no, yeah, not anymore since
So-
377 has been stuck
Yes.
on. But
So
yeah.
Ranveer Brar.
Ranveer Brar, of
Ranveer
course,
Brar.
chef turned
Chef.
actor now. And we're missing him. But, you know, when you were approached with this story, was that when you were told it's a gay love story, what was your first reaction? Was there even a reaction?
I was really excited, very, very excited to be part of something like this. Because first of all, it is coming from this big banner called Modern Love. So, and Hansal Mehta is going to direct it. So a lot of sensitivity and a lot of emotions are already, you know, given. And when it comes to emotion, I guess as an actor, we would want to be part of such emotions, which are very complex yet very simple. Because love is one such emotion, which is absolutely simple, but the whole world has made it so complicated.
So complicated, absolutely.
So
I
true.
completely agree with you. And you know, the fact that you've also worked with Hansel sir, so there is that comfort factor too. And isn't it so cool that we've come so far, you know, before 377 was struck down, even a short film like this would face so much opposition, right? But now it's just so supportive. It shows that people actually want to support love of all kinds,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
And being a part of a story like this doesn't make you realize that.
Yeah, I mean, I am a firm believer that you can't resist love beyond a point. And I guess these things are proving that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also agree. The chips on the table know that. At midnight, I'm like, I can't anymore profess my love. But yeah, the fact that these stories are getting the kind of representation that they deserve on screens, that is also extremely heartwarming, I'm sure, to be a part of a project like this.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I think
absolutely. Yeah.
You also, especially when you're representing the emotion love, you also feel love and you want to just love everyone around you. It actually happens, I think, because you're taking it in, right? And you're internalizing it. So you actually feel like those 6 days when I was shooting with this team, I felt a lot of love towards my mother, and she's just wondering. Otherwise, you know, we have these daughter-mother fights, and she's like, "What happened to you?" I'm like, "No, I'm just doing a very love-oriented film." So I just feel immense love for you. She's like, "Okay, just keep doing such stories."
You look like a very loving person for sure, but Rushal, even more so. So, you know, how did you feel being part of this?
Well, I was absolutely honored to be a part of this. When you know, Mukesh Chabra's team got in touch with me, there were no, like, I think all of us have the same story, no questions asked. It was like, Hansal sir, ek project bana rahe hain, and you know, you be a small part of it. And I was like, theek hai, it's okay. My immediate response was, ki, yaar, do I need to send an audition? What is the scene? Send me the scene. And they were like, no, I don't think there's an audition required. So that itself amazed me. I was like, wow, something right I must have done in life that I don't need to audition for a Hansal sir project. And that was it. And right from the word go, like I said, from our first scene together, I was like, wow, these next few days are going to be blissful. And that's exactly how it was.
I would love to see the behind the scenes as well. 6 days, did you shoot more? Oh,
6 days.
6 days. And how comfortable were you with, were there any intimate scenes between you and Ranveer?
Yeah, so there are a couple of scenes that way, which are very, very organically shot. And it is just that expression of togetherness, of being loved after a long time. When you find that love that you wanted throughout your life, which is very difficult for the whole world around you to understand. And if you get it from a person, what is the reaction? So these were a few keywords on which we were performing. So, I mean, nothing awkward, and everything is so organic that I hope that it is translated well and you will enjoy this.
You know, but the title of it is Bai, so the crux of it is your relationship with your grandmother. And that also really comes out beautifully on screen, the small glimpse there. So I'm guessing that Tanuja ji is completely supportive of your relationship with Ranveer, from what we can see.
Okay. So
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
you watch the
that's
film
what
and you
we're
tell me how it is.
guessing.
But it is about this relationship
And
between
acceptance of it.
between Manzar Ali, that's my character, and the grandmother, Bai. So the way I've understood the script is that Manzar Ali is constantly battling between the fear and the love. The fear of getting accepted, fear of being understood by or misunderstood by the surroundings and the family and the society, and fear of finding love. Now that's very tragic that somebody has to fear to find love.
Yeah, yeah.
So that it's this complexity which he wants to convey to his grandmother. The only one person that he's very, with whom he's very close to. और बाई का हमेशा से ये है ना कि तू शादी कर ले. बाई भी ऐसा है that she's, almost during her last stage of life, and that entire conversation makes the film.
I feel like you're a kind person, but that's my calculated guess. How did you find the kind of empathy that you needed for this character?
So I had done one film called Yours Emotionally in 2006. That was for LGBTQ Film Festival, International Film Festival, which never got released here in India though. It was just meant for film festival. And that was my first ever encounter with that entire, I got a lot of understanding about the whole world, that okay, this is also there. Before that, I had no clue about it. So that film made me rich in terms of understanding and acceptance and welcoming that the love has this side also, which I didn't know before that. So that helped me. Apart from that, whatever that I have done on stage and all these years, last 17, 16 years, all different characters, different emotions. So one thing that I have understood is that the emotions are pure emotions. It has no gender, no age, no border, no caste, no religion, nothing at all. So just keep emotions as it is, and then you can create any character.
Beautiful.
So
and
beautifully
they say,
said.
Yeah, it's so beautifully put, right? Now they say art should comfort the disturbed and disturb the comforted. What is this film going to do?
I guess, yeah.
Prateek will answer that.
I guess art will just spread love this time.
Beautiful. Yeah, and I think we could all do with
So
more
if
of
somebody is
that.
getting uncomfortable with love, then okay.
They should question themselves.
Yeah, they
right?
should question
Exactly.
themselves.
So I feel like while watching this series, if you have some questions, then you should be introspecting for sure.
Correct.
But I do hope it manages to spread the love, and we all feel the kind of love that Kashmira felt on the set, and we feel
Absolutely.
that radiate from the screen. Thank you,
Thank you
guys.
so much.
Thank you.
Absolute pleasure.